Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Xtina's Take. Ooh, let's try this again, y'all. And action. Welcome to another edition of Xtina's Take, where we talk about everything from, or it's my take on everything pop culture, politics, whatever just happens to suit my fancy at the moment, pretty much. So, as you, oh, I heard that, honey. Anyway, y'all know what this is. It's asthma, and it's fall, and it's season change, and it's allergies. So y'all gonna just have to bear with me like y'all have every other video. Okay. Anyway, as you guys know, I've been missing for a moment. So let me warn you that this is probably going to be long and all over the place. But I'm going to try to catch up, okay? I'm going to try and get through as much as I can because a lot has happened since the last time that I posted. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. First thing, 45, right? So I have made another post, video, vlog, whatever y'all call it, a couple days ago in regards to his coronavirus. I know that's corny at this point, but I don't give a shit because it still tickles me. So, and it's my take anyway. And I share my views on that. And I had said something to the effect that instinctually my gut was telling me that this isn't real, that this is a ploy on his part. And, most of my life, my gut has pretty much led me, it ain't led me too far astray. Now, sometimes, and I don't even think then it was my gut. It was just me not listening to my gut that led me astray. But anyway, yeah. At this point, does anybody really believe this? I mean, for real, like y'all, for real, comment, let me know. Do y'all like seriously believe this? Because why would you leave the hospital that you're getting top-notch government-paid care, Mr. $750 in taxes? I deserve better care than that. I pay more taxes than you. And here I am, got all these damn co-pays, trying to budget a CT scan or MRI that's much needed for my knee or whatever. I gotta budget that. I gotta walk around limping and shit, looking like somebody's 65-year-old damn grandmama, feeling like somebody's 65-year-old grandmama, and still working full time, manually working, not just signing blank pieces of paper with a motherfucking Sharpie. And I can't get top notch care, but somebody who pays $750 in taxes can get top notch care. So that's my first problem right there. The whole system is just fucked, but we been knew that, right? So anyway, so he wants to go riding around for what? I mean, I know what it's for, because that's what narcissists do. You know what I'm saying? On one level, I could believe that he's narcissistic enough to put everybody if he has it, to put everybody at risk to gratify his instant need, his constant need for attention. And honey, he don't probably don't ejaculate about 5, 6, 7 times since this don't happen. He don't nut it every goddamn where. All this attention, it's been covering every news station, every newspaper, every social media site. Is trending. How's the president? What's he doing now? How's his health? Oh my God, he coughed. That motherfucker, they wet dream, honey. This is his wet dream right here. And that's if he has it, which like I said, I sincerely and from the bottom of my soul believe he doesn't. I believe this is all a ploy, and I will not put it above him to lie about something as serious as this, because this is Trump we're talking about. When the better question is not what he will lie about, is what hasn't he lied about. I think that's the bigger question. What hasn't he lied about? You be more hard pressed to find that answer than what he will lie about. Because I don't think it's too much of nothing that this man won't lie about, including contracting a virus to save his election, or to feed his ego, or to feed his constant need for attention, or the 800 other reasons why a narcissistic, amoral piece of shit would do it. I don't even give a damn why. I just don't believe he got it. So anyway, moving on from that. So I guess I'm going to backtrack because that's the most recent thing, but yeah, a lot has happened. Like I said, I'm probably gonna be all over the place, so I didn't write this down, so I'm trying to just do it. Cardi B, Offset, I know that was a week or two ago. She filed for divorce. I was shocked though. Like I was just really shocked because they seemed happy. I mean, I follow her on Instagram and all that stuff, and I know Instagram. You can't judge people like I know that. I know Instagram ain't real. Hell, how many posts I don't post on? I mean, my Instagram ain't really all that popping or active. Hell, I barely post on it. But from what I do post of it, for whatever you can see of it, hell, you think I was living a dream. I mean, I ain't perping like that now, you know. But I'm just saying, I could have just been crying 5 minutes before I took that damn picture. So I know you can't judge based on Instagram, but still, you know, it was like, damn, they seem happy. Like I was really kind of taken aback by that. I was like, they seem really happy, and they seem like a couple that just seem to like not just get each other, obviously, because they're in the same industry. They kind of came up together, you know, in industry together in terms of their careers. Um, but they seem to like genuinely just like get each other, and they seem to like just genuinely have fun and enjoy each other's company. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just tell when people just really have a chemistry, or and that's kind of what I got from them. And yeah, I mean, I was mad at him like everybody damn else when he cheated on her that first time with that slut bucket bitch, whatever, Celine, whatever her name is. Is that the one that she left him for? I don't know, but whatever. I know her name was thrown up somewhere in there with Cardi and Offset. But yeah, I was mad at him like everybody else, but hell, that's her man. She decided to take him back. She just had a baby, or was Culture born then? Yeah, she just had a baby or something to that effect, and she explained why. She a grown ass woman. She can make her own damn decision. So hey, I was happy for her. And then to see them all on Instagram, you know, like another one bites the dust. But you know, everybody was attributing to the fact that he must have cheated again, or he must have outside baby, or he must have did something 10 times worse than what he did to her the first time. Everybody was speculating on that for a while, and she came out and said it wasn't that. Now we don't know, you know, she might be saying that to save face, and it could be that. But I mean, Cardi's been pretty honest about pretty much everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think she'll try to save face and lie, or say, hey, nothing happened and something really did. You know, well, I mean, but she's also protective of Offset too. She is. So I don't know. But you know, she was saying basically they were arguing, they weren't getting along. She just took this as a preemptive thing where I'm about to cut you off. Basically, I'm gonna cut you off at the pass before you can even get to the cheating part. Like I just leave you alone. You do you, I do me before it even gets to that point, which is smart. It's smart. And maybe that first experience with him taught her. Maybe it hardened her somehow. That happens to women. You know what I'm saying? You send us through some shit, and especially if you don't do it often. And it's like it's right after that first time, because before that first time, you know, we have an innocence about us. I mean, not saying that we trust easily, because you know, a woman like myself doesn't, but we still hope for the best, and we're still investing, and we still seeing the good part of you, the best part of you, the part that we fell in love with, and blase this, whatever, right? And so we still have that. And then once you snatch that away from us by cheating or not being trustworthy or not being consistent, it kind of, you know, it hardens us. And we may be able to forgive you and be like, okay, I can look past this for this such and such sake. This outweighs this, whatever. However, you come to the conclusion and want to continue to be with him. But now you know what he's capable of. Now you know it can happen again. So there's a certain part of our heart at this point we just guard. You know what I'm saying? So if it happens again, it's like we can absorb the shock a little bit better, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what she's doing now. Maybe she's just like, look, I gave it a college try. I tried for my daughter. We went through this once again. I'll be damned if, I mean, we went through it once. I'll be damned if we go through it again. I don't know, whatever. Much happiness to her. I hope this doesn't cause her too much strife. I hope it doesn't break her heart too much. She seems to be doing okay and putting on a brave face. Maybe she's just putting on a brave face. You know, she's still a woman at the end of the day. No matter how much money she got, how much fame she got, how much talent she got, how much she's praised, adored, adulated, whatever. At the end of the day, she's still a woman. She still was a woman that was in love. And it was still didn't work out, whether it was a mutual thing or not. And it seems to be mutual, because Offset ain't came out and said nothing. He ain't begging for it this time. So anyway, but I hope they're okay, and I hope she finds loves again and all the other good stuff, and I hope he does too. I mean, I don't, you know, I don't wish nothing bad against him. um, what else happened? What else happened? Now my mind goes blank. Been thinking about this for 30 whole freaking minutes, trying to figure out what I was gonna say to y'all, and now my mind goes blank. Oh, not Trey. I'm sorry, punk ass bitch Tory Lanez. Hmm. So we been knew he shot her. She came out and said he shot her. That's old news. What? The nigga came out with an album. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't listened to it. I only heard what I heard from Instagram, the little clips they did on Instagram or whatever other social media, whatever. I don't care to listen to it. I don't give a shit. The gist that I get of it is that basically the whole album is about this incident or his feelings towards her or whatever it is, right? I could give a shit. It was the audacity to try to profit off of what he put her through. The abuser or the perpetrator committed an act of violence against her, and instead of manning up and taking responsibility and apologizing, not just privately, but probably at this point publicly, you know what any decent moral human being would do, I would think, right? He decides to make an album and profit off of what he did. Where the fuck we do that at? Like, in what sense of manhood as a man do we do that at? Is this what we've come to? This generation? I know every older generation like myself, because I consider myself part of the older generation. I'm an 80s baby. That was how many years ago? And people who are older than me, I know we always consider our generation the best. But we look back with nostalgia and be like, damn, what happened to these people? But I mean, something about these people ain't right. Is the money and the fame and the clout and the attention, is it worth that much? Like, dude, you a whole bitch ass hoe for that. Like, you a fuck boy for that. Like, nigga, come on now. Okay, maybe you're trying to save your career so you ain't gonna really admit to it. Although we all fucking know. And I know everybody's like, well, we don't really know what happened, whatever. We still on that because I still hear people say that. Whatever. I'm gonna take the girl at face value what she said. She been out for a minute now. The girl has been completely unproblematic. Gets along with pretty much anybody. You ain't never really heard her in no beef except for maybe with her makeup artist. I think she had like a slight tiff with them or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But nothing really serious, nothing scandalous. For the most part, she keeps her private life private. She's just a good time. Why would the fuck would she lie? She already got the clout. One more clout. She just had a fucking #1 streaming song with Cardi B. Although this happened before then. But I'm just saying, she knew this was coming out. So why would she need the clout? She don't need the damn clout. She been the hottest thing out since what, last summer? Nicki just had a baby. She ain't about to come out with nothing. Only thing she come out with is some shit with a snitch and a damn child predator. But hell, we ain't ready for that conversation. And congratulations, by the way, Nicki Minaj, on your healthy bundle of joy. That's all I got to say about that. But it just disgusts me. That's the level of foulness that a man would go to for what? You want to explain your side of the situation? Do it on live like she did. She didn't profit from that. She came out and said what the fuck she had to say. I mean, I know business-wise it might have been a smart move. I get that. But at some point, you gotta what's that my grandma? You and not just my grandma, but all old people say you if you don't stand for anything, if you don't stand for nothing, you fall for anything. Like, there's gotta be a code somewhere in there. Like, come on, an ethic or a moral or something in there. Anyway, I'm just gonna say it one more time for those who didn't hear it in the back, and you can at me or comment all you want to. Tory Lanez is a whole bitch ass fuck boy. And I'll stand by that. 10 toes down. And what? I will be remiss, and this happened like right after, and I know it's old news at this point because it's been a month, but that's about been how long since I last posted. Besides that thing I did about that about 45 a few days ago. Um, Chadwick Boseman, T'Challa, Black Panther, James Brown, Jackie Robinson. 2020 is just straight motherfucking garbage, man. Like this year just was relentless in its savagery and in its fuckery. It just went balls to the wall. And that just added to it. Like my heart was so completely broken. Like I took that shit as hard as I did Kobe's probably, and especially once we found out why he died and the reason. It just was just utterly heartbreaking. Just I have no words except for rest in peace, rest easy. You are a legend in that short amount of time that you've been here. You've served your purpose. Um, Thank you for your wonderful art. Thank you for more than just the art, but in the passion that you gave in your art, but for inspiring millions of little black boys to see a hero, and not just black boys, but black children, period. During that time when Black Panther came out, to see the pride in our faces and the pride in our hearts during that time was utterly magic. It was magical. So thank you. Thank you, Mr. Boseman. Or is it Boseman? How do you pronounce Chadwick? We're gonna leave it at that. I don't want 100 of y'all telling me I pronounce this man's name wrong. I'm trying to find it. Oh, I don't even know where the charger at, y'all. Anyway, I better make this quick. My phone about to die. But yeah, I'll be remiss without mentioning. I don't care how old it is. The fact that I'm just not having a chance to bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up. But rest in peace, rest in power. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. But yeah, that one was a kick to the gut. That one really was a kick to. I remember I had to stare at the screen. I found out on Facebook. I seen the post, but I don't trust everything on Facebook because people can make up stuff. I mean, on newsworthy things, I trust Instagram a little bit more. I'll put it like that. So then I immediately switch over to my Instagram because I'm like, no, this can't be real. This just can't be real. And then all of a sudden, when I seen my feed just flood from Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, E News, people like all them, I was just like, oh shit, like for real. I'd be like, I'd look at my guy, be like, for real. I love you all. Like, don't at me, God. Don't at me. Like, you know, we good. We good. I'm just saying. That was one of those moments, but I don't question it. Anyway, so yeah. But it created a great bonding moment between my daughter and I, and some dialogue and to talk about what he meant and why he was so important. And so if that was the one good thing to come out of that. Excuse me, y'all. So let's go to TV because I have a lot of TV shows to cover. Because actually it's fall, y'all. So TV kind of been hitting lately. You know, I went through a little dry spell for a minute where I was kind of struggling to find stuff to talk about or watch with y'all, but not lately. So the first thing before I forget would be 90 Day Fiance, because that's continuing, because you know they have like 1,800 spinoffs, but this one was the happily ever after version with Michael, Angela, Libby, Angela, Asuelo, Kalani, them, right? So that's come to an end. The only thing I got out of that was towards the finale was just I'm just shocked that Michael and Angela actually got married. Like dead ass. That's basically all I got out of it. Like I was just completely shocked. I was just like, so they actually got married. I mean, it wasn't in America, but they actually got married. Like what the hell? Who knew? Right? Who knew? I mean, it took 800 damn breakups and cake in the face and baby, you know. Honey, if you like it, I love it. I still don't see the attraction there, but hey, you like it, I love it. And like I said, if there was anybody besides Darcy, which I'm gonna get to her in a second, who has made the most out of their little run on the show, it would be Michael and Angela, and then Darcy, or both at this point. They run it neck and neck with that because they have. Well, no, Darcy got one over on them because Darcy got a whole spinoff now. So Darcy has made the most of that. You know, we make fun of Darcy, and I'm one of them too because I get to roll in my eyes as soon as I see a tear just even. A tear ain't even got to drop in her eye. As soon as I see that tear form right in the corner, that little pool right in the corner of her eye, I'll be like, here we go again, Darcy. Okay, we may feel that way, but you know what, Darcy? To your credit, girl, them little tears that you cried, honey, has earned you, what, 5 stints on the damn show and a spinoff, honey, with 2 men and now 3. I'm not mad, girl. You get that coin. You better use TLC for all they were, girl. Hell, if I could cry like that, I would too. Maybe I need to learn. In fact, give me some lessons, shit. Maybe I can parlay that into something. Hell, I ain't mad at you, Darcy. Anyway, back to Michael and Angela. I'm just shocked they got married. Angela acted plumb fool like she always do. Michael went begging after her like he always do. Ain't nothing new there. She did look, to her credit, she looked absolutely beautiful in her on her wedding. Like, I was like, damn, Angela, clean up nice there, girl. All right now. So now we're into the tell-all, and I mean, ain't nothing really. I mean, it's the tell all. They just rehashing the old stuff. Ain't nothing really shocking that happened. I think Jess. I finally remember that girl name. That's Colt's second Brazilian chick. Is introducing a new man and looks of it. People know who he is, so I'm assuming it's probably somebody from the franchise. So I'm waiting to see who that is. Although one thing that gave me life during the whole show, and usually I'm not into Angela's ratchetness and all that. I ain't into all that. Sorry, y'all. It irritates me. But when she wants to read for the right reasons, I be wanting her to read a bitch. I be wanting her to, and she did not disappoint on that tell-all when she went the hell off on Tammy, Suelo's sister. Honey, I was like, yeah, you got the right one with that bitch, Tammy. And then she talking about I'll beat your ass. I'm like, who the ass you about to be? Angela, like, she could be. Angela would eat you, girl. She ain't even got to beat your ass. She would eat you. Do you understand? And from what I understand, what Angela does is kind of similar to what others. I think she's a hospice aide or a hospice nurse or something like that, bitch. She lift bodies, bitch. Okay? That's what I mean. Don't be letting all this flub fool you. Don't think because I'm flubby and I'm fluffy and shit that I can't beat your ass, honey. I lift dead goddamn weight for a living. Do you understand? I got muscles, bitch. Anyway, so I was when Angela started going in on her, that's when I set up like, oh shit, she got the right one. I was like, all right now. But anyway, that was the highlight for me, because she deserves Tammy. I don't know what the hell her did, honey. Anyway, what else? Tanya Stingeon, I give them like a year, they'll be divorced. Because they don't have anything in common. Like, whatever. And I'm not gonna go through the whole cast. That's basically what I got out of the tell-all. And so we're gonna go past that. I think the Family Chantel is coming back. I kind of want to see that because I kind of got into it the first season, so I kind of want to see. And they look like they're not so much focused on them anymore, but the people who orbit around them, which should be interesting. So, and then the other way is coming back, so I want to see that. Now Darcy and Stacey. If that is one show I am enjoying right now, it is that one. And here's the reason why. They're entertaining. I mean, who doesn't love twins? And it's Darcy. I mean, you know, Darcy if she ain't crying, she gonna give you some crazy, zany, funny stuff. So, I mean, it's Darcy. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? But I think what I find interesting about this show is it looks like the tables have turned a little bit. Because while they were our 90-Day Fiance, you know, Darcy was the one that was crying her eyes out over a man and not feeling loved and not feeling appreciated and wondering where she stands with half these men and all this stuff. And it seemed like Stacey was in the stable relationship and was, you know, was in a secure, good, loving relationship from how they portrayed the few, you know, times that she was on the show with Florian. And It seemed like Darcy was a lot jealous. I ain't even gonna say a little. I'm gonna say a lot. I don't know if it's a twin thing where they're competitive or what, but it does seem to me that even on this show, Darcy seems very competitive with Stacy. Like I said, it could just be a twin thing. I mean, siblings are competitive, period. But I think it may be more amplified because they're twins. I don't know, but anyway, but no, the tables have turned. So now Darcy got her another man, you know what I'm saying? It seems like, they on the up and up with that. But I mean, it's new, it's brand new, but she ain't crying. Okay. And Stacy just found out that he probably cheated on her, or he's got a lot of inappropriate videos with this chick or whatever. So is she not, and then she got married and didn't tell Darcy. I was just like for real? Well, I said Darcy ain't gonna take that shit too well. And then Darcy gonna come back with the 1-2 punch, like, oh, y'all married. Oh, well, let me show you this then. You know what I'm saying? So I feel for it though. That's fucked up though to find that out like right after you get married. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, and it wasn't like a normal marriage. Like it's a whole immigration marriage. So it's like laws and stuff there that, like I think she's got to be responsible for him for 10 years or some shit like that. Like I don't. Yeah. Anyway, so it should be getting good. I don't know if this was the season finale or next week's the season finale. I don't know. It's been a lot going on. I'm not gonna talk too much on Potomac. Yes, I know the fight happened. However, I did not see the episode or the episode after, so we'll get back to that. But it's been pretty good this year. I mean, so far. Like I said, I'm not gonna get too much into it until we start talking about the fight. What's the other TV show? My show. Well, a version of my show, which is Power 2, has come back. Actually, now y'all know I'm late because we already at the mid-season finale or mid-season interruption or whatever they call it. I call it interruption because y'all could just play the whole season. It was only 5 damn episodes, and now you're gonna cut to another day. Excuse me, y'all. But anyway, I digress. So I'm not gonna lie either. I have not seen the last 2 episodes, but I will tell you my impression of it so far. Okay. Is it Power with Tommy and Ghost or the original Power? No. I don't think anything can really replicate that. Okay. So we have to look at it for what it is. It's a continuation. I don't think it's meant to be exactly what the original Power was. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to move the story along. I think right now I'm just trying to figure out where they're going with the story or how this is going to play out or how they're trying to do this. So in that way, I will give it a chance. I do like that the continuity of the characters. Like I remember the first 2 episodes seeing Tamika, the lawyer. Shit, it's been a couple of episodes, but it was a few people. Tamika was the one that stood out to me, but it was a few other people. Was it Tate? So they're bringing people back from the original show, and it makes sense that they're there and why they're there. So I do appreciate that because it does bring it back to that, tie it back into the original. You know what I'm saying? And it allows for that continuity. So I do appreciate that. Loving Method Man. Loving me some Method Man right now. I mean, I've always loved Method Man, y'all, but honey, he has took over that role and completely made it his. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. I love how he's playing that role. Like he literally steals every single scene that he's in. Like I love it. Like every time he's on screen, I'm like this. So I love that part. I'll watch just for him. Damn Tariq. Mary J. I don't know. I think she's a little stiff. A little. But I still like Monet's character. It ain't horrible. I like it. So I know what y'all really want to know. Tariq, right? Here's it. I told y'all from jump, back when the original Power was on, I never hated Tariq the way y'all hate Tariq. I always felt like Tariq had his reasons. I always felt like he was misunderstood to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? So I've never fully hated him. You know what I'm saying? And there's this big debate going on whether or not he's going to be the next Ghost, or they trying to prop him up to be the next Ghost, or he could never live up to what Ghost was. In all honesty, sorry, y'all, that was my daughter. But in all honesty, honestly, I think he could be better than Ghost. And here's why. I don't know. And y'all can, I know y'all about to really come for me for this, for the little 3 viewers I got, right? If y'all watch Power, right? Right? I know y'all about to really come for my soul for this one, but that's okay. I'll take it. Um, I said it and I'm gonna say it again. 10 toes down. I think he could be a better version of Ghost. And here's why. He has the book smarts because of his education. And everybody's like, he can't never be Ghost. He ain't hood enough to be Ghost. When you have somebody who grew up in privilege and who had the opportunity of a top-notch education, and you mix that with the street smarts that his parents gave him in terms of how Tasha has taught him the game, and maybe what little bits and pieces he may have picked up from Ghost, makes you dangerous. Because now you're working on both levels. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Ghost wasn't book smart. Obviously, he was intelligent because he wouldn't have been able to make it as far as he did if he did have some degree of intelligence. Obviously, right? But he also didn't have the same level of education that Tariq has. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you're affluent or privileged like that, I'm not saying that you're corrupt morally. But there's not, in the streets there's this sense of a code. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a rat, don't be a snitch, don't mess with the children or women, although that's out the door these days. But I'm just saying there's usually a code in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no code when you got that much money. Like he ain't gotta abide by the same rules, and he can maneuver in both worlds. So if you want to at me, go ahead. You want to comment, you want to disagree, you want to yell, shout, call me dumb, whatever, you can. And I'll still stand by that, and I'll explain it further when I've had more time to think about it and I have 800 things on my mind. But I feel that way. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a chance. I mean, am I rocking it as much as I did the original? I mean, no, it doesn't grip me as much, no, but it still holds my attention. That's what I said. That's all I ever wanted from this show. I didn't expect it to be Power all over again. I didn't expect it. So she's already done that, Courtney Kemp. She's already done that. So now she has to move the story in another direction and tell it in another way, and that's what storytelling is about. I was just interested to see how and why, or how and yeah, basically how. I'm not gonna say why, but how. So, they got my vote. I ain't mad. I'll keep my Star subscription for now. um, what else? What else? What else? And then I'm gonna let y'all be because it's over 30 minutes, and I know y'all attention span ain't that long. So Savage Mode 2 dropped, and anybody knows who watched these videos that I am a huge 21 Savage fan. I admit I don't go far back in Savage Mode 1. I honestly just became a fan with I Am Greater Than I Was. But I do listen to his old shit. They ain't say I ain't heard his old shit. I got a lot of his old shit on here on my playlist. My phone like for real about to die, y'all. So let me hurry up and say this. It was unexpected in some ways. It still sounds like 21 Savage is banging. I love it. I got at least 6 or 7 songs downloaded from the album on there. He only has 2 features the whole album, which is wonderful. So it's like really all him. Here's where it surprised me at. Not so much lyrically. I think he was at his lyrical best with I Am Greater Than I Was. Okay. I mean, he's still 21 Savage. He still got some of them bars. There's still some certain bars where I had to be like, okay, that nigga's stupid. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't as many of those moments on this album as it was with I Am Greater Than I Was. What I do appreciate about it is the soulfulness of it. I wasn't expecting that because anybody who knows the history between him and Metro Boomin is he has these hard, knocking, dark, ominous beats for 20, that's kind of their thing. But no, it was actually very soulful. I was surprised by a lot of the samples of the composition. Like it was more soulful and I think more soul bearing on 21 Savage's part, where he may have lacked lyrically, he made up for with the depth that he went to. It wasn't so much about gang, kill, Draco, syrup and all that stuff that he likes to rap about. And I Am Greater Than I Was and have a lot of that on there. But I think where this was different than that is that I think he just really, really went more in depth with it. Um, and kind of opened up in a way that he hadn't before. So I kind of like that. Like I really love My Dog. Like that's one of my favorite songs. Part of it is because he finally talked about the whole visa situation, the UK thing, being from the UK and all that stuff. He finally addresses it because he never really addressed it, at least not in song. He hasn't. And so I love how he came with it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, we are not the same. I had to struggle with not having a license, a social security, trying to stay under the radar, and I still made it where I am. We are not the same. I love that message. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go because the phone, like I said, the phone like seriously about to die on me. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's talk.